Right, I've hit a brick wall of ignorance. I don't know enough to learn the songs I want to. So I've got 10 songs that I'm going to keep in rotation, and I'm going to practice them every day, get better at them. But I'm really going to start to knuckle down and start to learn music rather than just play some songs. But just out of interest, I thought you might like to know, or I might like to be reminded of in the future, my top 10 songs that I'm doing as a beginner. And I've been doing this, by the end of the month, it'll be about 5 weeks. So in a couple of days I'll do another update with some thoughts. But anyway, number 1 was the first one I learned, and I was desperate to learn this, and I saw it on YouTube, was the opening bars of Golden Brown. Brilliant. I'm quite good at it now, but I'm still going to do it every day because it reminds me of my roots, where I come from. So, and number 2 is that bloody hornpipe water music. Bum, 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 bum. Bloody nightmare. But I figured out all the right notes in the right hands in the right order, and now I've got to concentrate on the pauses and the stops and things like that. So I'm not going to abandon it. I'm going to keep doing it. Number 3 is the theme from the Fifth Symphony by Beethoven. And that right hand where you have to dig down deep, I think that's what's given me backache, you know. So when I do that, I'm gonna move my chair further to the left. I'm gonna give that a go. Anyway, that's number 3. Number 4, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? It's a nice song. It's easy to play, and I haven't got tired of it. And it still needs brushing up. I still stop and start at the wrong places. So if I don't do it for a day, I do it every day. But if I don't do it for a day, I'm going to forget it. And I don't want to forget any of the stuff that I've learned. Casablanca is number 5. Brilliant song. And it's coming together. I'm still getting to grips with that. Putting the right hand to the left hand is a struggle. I've got the right hand pretty much down. It's slow, but it's getting there. But I just like the song. And it's a perfect piano song, isn't it? I mean, it's short, and it's brilliant. Anyway, number 6 is that Fly Me to the Moon jazz thing. There's a guy on the internet, Johnny Hates Jazz or something like that. He did a brilliant tutorial about how to jazz up Fly Me to the Moon, just using 4 chords. And I've taken that on board, and it sounds as though you're better than you are, but it sounds really good, and I like it a lot. Number 7 is the theme music to, want to take a guess, Fawlty Towers. This is a deceptive one, because when I looked at it, I thought, bloody hell, there's no way I'm going to learn that, because the right hand is up and down and all that. But it turns out that the way it's organised is that the right hand might be the easiest bit, because the left hand bit is like daddy long legs up and down the... You know, I haven't got used to that yet. I haven't started doing any of that stuff yet. The arpeggios I've neglected. So so that's going to be that... Not that... Yeah, well, they're both hard bits, but I'll get them in about a month or so. Hopefully by the end of April 2022, I'll get those together. Number 8. I've only got 9 on these. I've got 2 number 10s. Number 8 is the theme music to Taxi. It's a nice one. It's good for piano as well. And there's a little feature on there that does a kind of different kind of electric piano, and it sounds really good on there. But I'm way behind on that. So I'm going to keep kind of like slowly reminding myself that it's in my little pocket of things to do. And the last one is probably the most interesting. Number 10, part 1, number 10, part 2, because there are 2 pages to this one. It's a bit longer. Is Try a Little Tenderness. It's famous by Otis Redding, but the version I really like, and who all my friends do too, is the one by Frankie Lane. And the manuscript that I've got is more Otis Redding than it is Frankie Lane, and I like the Frankie Lane version. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to fiddle around with it. Like, I'm going to make up a little introduction, a couple of bars, and a little exit, a couple of bars. Nothing fancy, but it hasn't got that on the download that I got. I got the download because it was quite easy and it's reasonable. But there are also bits of it where the note goes up when it shouldn't and down when it shouldn't, and then there's a kind of like a key change that I'm not really keen on. So this is going to be like what do you call it? A project where I'm going to just change a few things, and I mark it on the manuscript and change it and play it through how I want it to sound. So that'll take bloody ages, I imagine. Anyway, that's my top 9. Ta-ta.